Hello, let's talk about Kingdom Come 2. This won't be my regular review video in which I quickly start with positive moments, then debatable part, then negative part, and in the end I will say conclusion. No, this time I will talk about some of this game's moments in different time loops. Hope you will like this video. Positive moments. The best thing about Kingdom Come 2 without a doubt is main story and main quests. In this game there are so many memorable and cool moments. I will quickly name a few quests or moments that I enjoyed. Hans receiving a shit on his head, wedding, rescuing Hans, a fight against Ziska's army, Servant Henry, a mission inside Sigismund's camp, Italian Mafia, a fight against Eric, and pretty much every single moment after Jewish Quarter. Characters, humor, serious moments, interesting or some epic moments, small amount of drama and other stuff. If we don't count a few very dumb moments, main story and main quest of this game is very good. Also, I would say that I liked humor of this game. Yeah, characters act more like a people from 21st century, but it's not really a problem. Also, characters themselves are decent. I would say that the characters that I liked the most were Henry, Katerina, Ziska, Godwin, and just maybe Hans. I also like the attempts to detail some references and Easter eggs, and of course the fact that you can do some quests non-obvious way. For example, I usually try to do quests normal without being a smartass, but twice I decided to be a bit more creative. As fun as it might sound, both times were during Hans' rescue. First time, as soon as I finished blacksmith quest, you know what I did? I quickly backshotted this dude, snitched healing potion, and then I immediately ran to wounded Captain. Yeah, guard tried to stop me, but I simply ran past him. And when cutscene started, I gave him this potion. And after that, because I was in a cutscene, I immediately teleported to Hans and avoided guard that was chasing me, which allowed me to pretty much skip all unnecessary pain in the ass moments. Now second moment. During second Hans rescue, as it appeared, he got claustrophobic after some events, and he refused to leave Will's secret tunnel. I had zero motivation to fight all guards and say to Hans, listen buddy, we ran away from secret tunnel, and either you go on your own, or I will throw your unconscious body inside this tunnel, and as you can guess it properly, you indeed can do that. Interesting but absolutely useless mechanics. Okay, so before I say something, I want to ask you one quick question. What do you think about alchemy and blacksmithing in this game? In my opinion, both of these mechanics are very unique and somewhat interesting. Let's take for example alchemy. Unlike Anal Legacy, in which in order to cook some soup, you simply need to press one button over and over. In Kingdom Come you have to do many different things such as find or buy different materials, combine them together, constantly read instruction book in order to not fuck up your potion, set up time on sand clock and other stuff. Or let's take blacksmithing. At least on PC, blacksmithing was somewhat a fun thing to do because of its realism and the way you crafted your weapons with your own hands. Well, after realizing how it works of course. But here is a problem. These mechanics are absolutely useless. The only time I used either of these mechanics outside of main quests, in which I was forced to do either of these things, I only crafted a quest sword, and if it was not for a quest, I won't even craft it. Yeah, after a small research, as it appeared, I crafted the best one-handed sword, which was a very pleasant feeling, but a fact is a fact. I didn't on purpose use any of these mechanics simply because I just didn't need them. In mid-game, I was already powerful enough to wipe the floor with anyone that got on my way, and because of that I didn't buff it myself except for Eric's boss fight and one or two moments, simply because I needed to use these potions at least somewhere. I didn't craft it saving schnapses because I either bought them over and over, or I simply got them by killing some thieves or enemies in armor. And also this game is not a Witcher, in which you had to craft some elixirs and armor over and over, because some specific monsters were weak to some specific elixirs. In Witcher some armor and weapons gave you some good buffs, but in Kingdom Come just a regular armor, and elixirs that slightly boost your health regain, damage, charisma or other stats for a short amount of of time. Now blacksmithing. Yeah, I know that you can craft tier 4 weapons with it, but once again, I simply didn't need tier 4 weapons, because even with tier 3 weapons I was super duper strong. How I got good armor and weapons without blacksmithing? Well, you see a thief or a dude in armor, kill them, sell their items and buy weapons or armor, and GG. I will talk about it a bit more in detail later, but now let's talk about stolen item mechanic. In this game you can't steal and then quickly sell them. No, even if you stole these items from the other side of the map, all merchants will somehow know that this item is stolen. You might thought this is a good thing because it prevents you to quickly get money. Well, yeah, you have a point, but here is a thing. You can just go in any hotel, sleep 3 or maybe 4 days, I don't remember exactly, and that's it. Items are legalized and you can sell them without any problem. Also, many NPC have a reaction if you are dirty, in shit or in blood, but the thing is that they all say is either you stink or oh my god, why are you full of blood? Did a horse hit you? They don't avoid you, they just say that you stink, and that's kinda it. Gameplay wise, this all has close to zero impact. The only time this mechanic works is on wedding. Other times it's just you have charisma skill, you are good to go. Yeah, if you stink, girls won't snow with you, but besides 3 or 4 people, no one gives a damn about that. In 2 words, all these mechanics are cool in theory, while in reality they all are absolutely useless, and this game would lose nothing valuable if you could craft weapons and elixir just like in Witcher 3. Absolutely broken balance. Now let's talk about absolutely broken balance in this game. In early game you are absolutely helpless dude who can be killed even with dog's farts. In early game you'll think 5 times before you fight someone, not to mention a group of 2 or 3 people who are nearly impossible to kill in early game. And realistically saying, the entire early game you are just trying to backshot someone, and then only after he is knocked down you kill him, and then you either run or try to kill his friend in a 1 against 1 duel. But here is the thing, in a mid game, the second you reach second region, consider the fact you became immortal. I am not joking, at this point you are plus minus strong, and each time you see a thief or some people in armor, your thoughts are not, oh fuck, I should avoid them. No, your reaction is money. In this city there are many blacksmiths or weapon sellers, and if you sell your items to them over and over, you can get top tier armor and weapon from this dude, and that's it. You can consider the fact you are nearly immortal, and besides a few exceptions, no matter how many enemies are next to you, you will kill them over and over while they can't do anything about it. No, really, just look what I did. I alone killed every single soldier in this camp, and no one was able to stop me even after they fought me 6 versus 1. I killed Eric in less than a minute, while he couldn't do anything to me. Same with Ziska. I simply ran down both of them because I was super duper strong for them, while they couldn't do damage to me. As soon as you reach mid game, you are absurdly OP, and the main reason of that is money. In mid game you can get so much money by selling armor and weapons from killed thieves and dudes in armor. It's not even funny. And the main problem is that you just don't need money on anything else in this game besides armor and weapons. You don't need to spend money on armor and weapon materials because blacksmiths already sell top tier armor and weapons. You don't need to buy a horse because any horse is plus minus the same. You don't have your own villa just like in Assassin's Creed 2 that you can improve by investigating money in it. In the end, I had $10k and I had zero idea what to do with them. In my opinion, if you added blacksmith mechanic, which allows you to update weapons at +4, you at least need to prevent players to simply sell and then buy top tier armor over and over. Or you at least need to make enemies much stronger, so that a player can fight late game soldiers only with gear 4. But in reality we have the opposite of that. You can have tier 3 gear from merchants, and late game enemies are as strong as they were in early game, which means that you alone can do stuff like that without a smallest problem. Also, I don't like the fact that sword is your ultimate thunderstick in this game. In this game there are mazes, spears, greatswords, crossbows, axes, some boom cannons and other stuff, but compared to one-handed sword, they all are so goddamn useless, it's not even funny. The only good known one-handed sword weapon in this game is your father's greatsword. Other weapons are just not worthy. Let me actually give you an example. In theory, regular one-handed sword is weak against dudes in armor, while mazes are very good against armored dudes, correct? Well, yeah, but here is the thing. There's not even a single goddamn enemy in armor who can survive 4 to 5 Master Strike hits. So again, why all these weapons are added in this game, may I ask? Just to be added? If listen, bro, what can I say? Now let's talk about combat system in this game, and holy shit, like holy shit, this is one of the, if not the worst combat system in video games that I have seen in my entire life. First of all these people who say random mamba jamba bullshit like this combat is super duper realistic and other stuff, at least take a look at a real non-lethal sword and land type. I am a fencer, and for me not only this combat looks extremely wooden, not only they fight like a 90-year-old disabled people. For some reason before hitting you, some enemies first take weapons in air, they think about their life, and only after 10 seconds later they will hit you. The entire combat system of this game can be described as, hey, when enemy attacks you, just use Master Strike, then hit them once or twice with a regular hit and repeat this until they die. Or in some case just straight up R1 spam them to death. You don't need to do some combos, you don't need to avoid their hits with dodges or some crazy stuff. No, just mash R1 button from different angles, use Master Strike and GG. The situation when you are receiving a help from your dog, and especially a situation in late game in which you and your allies fight many enemies at the same time, is 10 times funnier. If you have a dog and he bites enemy, you can quickly hit him with stabbing hits and basically 2 or 3 shot him. But the funniest moment without a doubt is late game, in which not only you are nearly immortal because of your allies, you can just sneak behind enemy and 3 shot them because his back is vulnerable. I don't want to talk about much more about this game's combat, just know that while this game's combat just blows. Now let's talk about side quests, and yeah, if main game quests were cool, interesting, funny, or at least okay, side quests of this game are so bad it's not even funny. Okay, I'll quickly name side quests that I really like. First one is fencing tournament, because like I said earlier, I also am a fencer, and this quest remind me of my childhood. A quest in which you and a bunch of people are getting drunk, simply because, come on, it's a party with the boys. You have to try really hard to fuck up quests like that. And I would say that I somehow enjoy the quest in which fully mindless knight captured you, and you had to avoid this madman while trying to find your stuff, and after that whoop every fuck out of him. Other side quests can be described as delivery boy simulator, or walk back and from over and over and over and over and over and over. Let me give you some quick examples. Let's start with simple ones. In a random quest I met some lady who begged me to find her drug husband before wolves will eat him. After accepting this task I met a Vostadega, and he begged me to find his horse because he broke his legs and couldn't do it himself. I said, well, okay, sure, why not? And then he described the way, well, there is a tree, there is a rock behind it, after that jerk yourself, then follow wind's direction and you'll find my horse. After 5 minutes of walking back and forwards, I said I am done and decided to bring him in his house. And you know what I had to do? As you all know, you can't sprint when you are carrying something or someone, or pull them on your horse. And I had to carry his broke ass for nearly 10 fucking mean. Did I enjoy these quests? Absolutely no. Another quest now in bathhouse. Some woman asked me to bring her some dishes, and after accepting this task I had to go in one place, talk to a dude who will give us a ride, listen about how girls ask me if I prefer booty or TDs, then come to quest lady, and after some event she'll give me another task. Go in for a place and make AD for this lady's bathhouse by pressing speak button 4 times in a row over and over. Then after some event you quickly have to hide drunk bodies, some clothes and other stuff because of reasons. Was that interesting thing to do? Again, no. And some quick examples. Quest of Marika, in which you had to go back and forth over and over and over and over and over. Quest in which you have to collect a shitload of bones from dead people. Missions in which you have to carry sex. For example, in a side quest of this dude who wanted to open wine shop. But the worst quest without a doubt goes to local Alfred Nobel. I won't say anything. If you play this quest, you know what exactly I mean. In this quest, you have to be a delivery boy over and over and over. At some point, even Henry blew up and said that he was done running around like a madman. And at some point, I was so done with this dumb quest that I wanted to snitch on them and get $500. But I till the end had a hope that all this will be worth it. I hope that I would receive some amazing thunder sticks, some cool and unique armor, or at least something good that will be worthy of spending nearly 2 fucking hours on this garbage quest. And you know what was my reward in the end? Nothing. Straight up nothing. I just saw how some Czech people invented Minecraft TNT, which I can't even use. Holy shit, what an amazing quest, don't you think? And this kept happening over and over. In the end, I realized one very important thing. Side quests of this game are Delivery Boy, very rarely annihilate another same solar camp, interactive movies, for example one of Katarina's quest, and I would say move sex or dead people / unconscious bodies. The only redeemable thing about these side quests is that unlike last Assassin's Creed games, these quests have at least somewhat interesting story behind them, but I don't care about that. I talk about gameplay perspective, and if you don't count interactive movie quests, all these side quests gameplay wise can go fuck themselves, because no matter how interesting this side quest is story wise, unless it's interactive movie or pure comedy, they need some gameplay, some intense gameplay moments, action, some dynamic or other stuff. And sorry, but in this game until I saved Hans, I fought once in every 2 hours unless I used quick travel or unless I specifically raided some villages, which is not cool at all, because games should be, you know, about gameplay and not about a delivery boy with tool-free answer option in quests. In the end, I will say this much. Some of these quests may have interesting story behind them, some interesting characters, but gameplay-wise, 95% of all these side quests are pure garbage, and they are nowhere close to Witcher 3 side quests, like nowhere close. Small negative moments. Now I want to talk about some problems that I don't like at all. First of all, bugs. Yeah, it's nowhere close to Kingdom Bug Deliverance 1, in which some characters could straight up teleport behind you or other stuff, but this game also has a few annoying bugs which sometimes can fuck up your playthrough. Speaking of Kingdom Come 1, if you don't sit down and compare graphic and visual pixel by pixel, you will 24/7 have a thought that you play Kingdom Come 1, but will sharpen effect, better character models and better animations. And as a reminder, Kingdom Come 1 came out 7 years ago, and the fact these two games look so similar is not cool at all. Now let's talk about ending of this game. Not only this ending and realistically saying main message of this game is nearly copy pasted of Last of Us Part 2 with a more happy ending, Henry's adoptive parents appear as a full-blown hypocrite pieces of shit. Henry did so many good things, he saved so many lives on his journey, his story-wise never harmed innocent people. He stopped his own allies from burning a village with innocent people. He, by killing main villains of this game and this dipshit French, saved so many lives in the future. And in the end, these dipshits tell him that he's driven by revenge and that he stole, killed, and did some stuff. Honestly, my reaction in there toward Henry's parents was something like this.
You are a worthless, bitch ass nigga.
Now let's talk about Henry and Hans. I don't understand why the hell Warhorse made them gay. All the time they talked to each other, they acted like best buddies. I never even once had a thought that they are in love with each other, especially if you remember that they are simple Christian dudes in a realistic medieval world. Yeah, I know that 99% of all people will choose Katerina, and only a bunch of fanfic arcane fans will choose Hans, but why even add this option? Why we in modern media can't have a healthy non-gay relationship between two men and a woman? Why all fucking time characters who scream out they are best buddies in the end appear to be gays? Like at this point in media we okay have more gay characters than best friends, which is annoying. Now let's talk about a very dumb IE of some NPC. I'll give you an example of my playthrough. During one of quests, I had to find the daughter of an old lady who saved us in the beginning of this game. She knows who I am, she knows Henry, she asked him to search for her daughter, and at night I decided to take a quick nap in one of her beds. And you know what? She acted as if I personally stole her nudes, and she bring a guard with her. On next day when I talked to her, she seemed chill and completely forgot about last night's accident. Example number 2. During this dipshit's quest, I quickly talked to guard and explained to him that some people are doing a weird stuff, and they ordered me to steal a book from this library. I told him everything, and he told me to play it out and gave me permission to do as I think is right. I wanted to unlock the door and get a book, and guess what? He nearly arrested me, and my reaction was, bro, you literally gave me permission to do as I please. What is wrong with you? And this kept happening way too often. Okay, let's have a small conclusion. Is this game a bad game? Absolutely no. But also I don't agree with take that this game is a game of the year. Oh my god, 10 out of 10, what a masterpiece. This game is somewhere between okay and a good game, but not a masterpiece, and 10 out of 10, oh my god, I'm creaming in my pants. I will say this much and you can do whatever you want with this information. After work I over and over had a thought, oh, can't wait to play Kingdom Come 2, because I had somewhat fun running around and doing dumb stuff, and especially I had fun during the main quests. But despite that, I can turn on my brain and accept the fact this game has a shitload of problems, starting with absolutely dogshit combat and ending with Infinity Delivery Boy Simulator. I will also say one thing, and even though a bunch of smart people will start bitching 24/7 about it, I will say it anyway. Kingdom Come 2 also doesn't need open world. Like, the only good thing about this open world is its visual, and I would say random encounter with NPCs who you can either ignore or help, or encounter some thieves or dudes in armor which you can kill and loot their corpses. Everything else is just a delivery boy simulator. And the only, yes, the only reason why these quests are better / more interesting than quests in latest Assassin's Creed games is that they aren't just delivery boy simulators just to be delivery boy simulators. They at least have a bit interesting story behind them, but they still are far worse than Witcher 3 side quests. And the reason why I consider Witcher 3 to be the best open world game is the fact that it perfectly balanced a decent combat and amazing story together, and because of that you pretty much never are bored, unlike Kingdom Come 2, in which there are a quest in which you can spend nearly 2 hours running around and playing Delivery Boy Simulator and don't fight even a single time. And during most side quests, I unequivocally had this reaction way too often. Yeah, this game is still better than 90% of all modern games, but that's not a huge achievement and something that should make you proud. I would rank this game as a solid 6 or weak 7 out of 10, mainly because of main quest and because I had fun. But even though I enjoyed this game and even liked it, I can say with all honesty that this game is not a 10 out of 10 game, and especially it's not Witcher 3 level RPG open world, okay. I would tell Kingdom Come 2 is a better version of Kingdom Come 1 in pretty much every single way. Yeah, it's not a huge achievement because Kingdom Come 1 is one of the shittiest and boring games that ever existed, but hey, I can at least see that War Horse actually tried to make a good sequel. I can as clear as day see that they didn't create this game just to milk it. They actually put time and effort in this game, and even though there were many bad moments, I still enjoyed Kingdom Come 2, and I hope that after the success of Kingdom Come 2, they will improve their mistakes even more, and actually make a Witcher 3 level RPG open world game. If you know history, you know that upcoming events in Kingdom Come 3 will be fucking massive, which gives me a huge hope that they will actually make a very good game. Well, that's pretty much everything I want to say. If you like my video, press something under it. Type what you think about my video or about Kingdom Come 2. With this, I will say bye bye to you and I will see you next time.